Do you feel like there was an event or a specific moment in time where everything really changed?
It was kind of a domino effect. It all started in the 80s. And that's what so the more and more I researched it, everything led back to the 80s. And I was like, what in the hell went on in this decade? But I can give you just a few little highlights of it, but these are some of the biggest dominoes. In the 80s, when Reagan was in charge, they started something called trickle down economics, which they thought if we give tax cuts to the rich and corporations, they'll have more money to expand. And the more they expand, that money will trickle down to all of the people in America. Well, now that we look back 50 years, it did not happen at all. The wealth made it to the top. It stayed in the top, and no one at the bottom got the money. And I think the biggest thing, this one blows my mind. In the 80s, the top 1% had about, adjusted for inflation, had about $40 trillion. And the bottom 50% had 2 trillion. Or no, what was the whole entire, all the wealth in America was 40 trillion. Now it's 180 trillion. So we went from 40 trillion to 180 trillion. So we had 140 trillion dollars generated in the past 50 years, but only 2 trillion went to the bottom 50% in those 50 years. The other 138 stayed in the top 50%. So that's the real wealth divide. So it never trickled down. Then, like you mentioned, Ben, about the pensions. Pensions used to be way more popular. Then they switched to a 401k around the 80s, which put all the financial responsibility on the individual. But yet in high school, we were never taught about anything about investing. But the companies are like, we don't have to worry about pensions anymore. Companies started buying back their own stocks, and then they started tying their bonuses for the executives to the stock price. So when you buy back your stocks, the stock prices go up, but they didn't invest that into wages. We had predatory lending that happened in 2008. We started offshoring jobs to different countries in the 80s, 90s, where it ramped up. And then more recently, the national debt. The more that they print money, the more inflation happens, the less we can do with our dollar. That's when I was telling you $20 back when I was 20 used to go so far. Now that doesn't even pay for parking. So the more and more debt that we get into as a country, it just lowers our spending power. So those are just like a few of the many dominoes that landed us here. But I think overall, it's just late stage capitalism. They put the profits over the well-being of us as citizens. And I think that's what needs to fundamentally change if we ever want to bring people out of poverty and help the middle class thrive.
Hey, you made it to the end of the clip. That means you're probably enjoying this. And if so, just know that you can catch us live every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to see the full version of this episode, you can click the link in the description down below. Otherwise, YouTube thinks that you will enjoy this next.